Hi, Nicole Smithy here, and I'm going to share with you today 7 things to expect as you pursue your calling. You know, for most things in life, let's be real, we want to feel prepared. God knows this, and He knows the tension we live in as human beings, carrying dreams in our hearts while having to walk through unpaved paths of the unknown. And while God is absolutely content to lead us in the dark on a good amount of details regarding our futures, mainly, I suspect, because He is just so enamored by His children exercising faith, He does make His promises crystal clear to us. So today, I want us to take a look at a few promises God makes to us as we actively say yes to our unique calling. And we are going to do so by looking at a few big promises God made to Abraham, better known first as Abram, then to us as the great father of faith. He was called by God to leave his homeland and all he had known, and it was through his obedient faith that the nation of Israel came to be. And in Genesis chapter 12, God makes a few things crystal clear to Abraham. Starting in verse 1, it says, "The Lord had said to Abram, 'Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you.' So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he set out." Wow. God certainly makes some big promises to Abraham in Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 4. You know, the very first thing God makes clear to Abraham is that, number 1, you can expect your action will be required. Now, there would be no blessing, no great nation, no mission fulfilled, no legacy left for Abraham, no impact made without first going. Abram had to make a move of obedience, and so do we. You know, when you get a package of a new home gadget or a piece of furniture delivered to your home, the side of the boxes and the packages, they come and they usually have a label on them. It says some assembly required. You know, I really believe that God has so many great gifts set aside for us, but most of them will come with the label, some obedience required. So, what's your next step of obedience? Well, chances are, if it was easy, you would have already taken it. But don't let inactivity keep you from experiencing the blessing that comes with exercising your faith. So take your next step. Don't put it off. Go for it. Number 2, you can expect personal transformation. I mean, notice the language that God uses with Abraham immediately after the command to go. It says, "I will make you into a great nation." The words "I will make you" are spoken before the words "I will bless you." In Matthew chapter 4, Jesus similarly calls his first disciples with these words, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Often, I think we want the blessing without the process of the becoming. But you see, the calling on our lives and the assignments given to us along the way, they're not for the sole purpose of accomplishing things for Jesus. It's also about becoming like Him. So measure success not just on what you're achieving, measure success on how Christ's character is being developed within you. Number 3, you can expect blessing. God said, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you." You know, in the first few months of leading Iridescent as a new company, I gotta tell you, I would look at our budget, I would look at opportunities, and I would think so small. Prior to launching Iridescent, I had always had a steady source of full-time income. My entire adult life was like this. I worked off of a loose budget, I tithed, I gave, I saved, and I never really worried about how to pay the bills for the most part. But becoming an entrepreneur is no joke. You know, getting paid the same amount every 2 weeks wasn't happening for me anymore. And in startup world, every ounce of revenue is paying the bills and helping you keep growing, right? You know, the struggle is real. Some of you understand the struggle. I had to learn how to think big while living in the small. I had to learn how to live in the tension of having bigger vision than my current resources could provide for me. I've learned how to take faith risks when the Spirit of God prompts me to, how to move outside of my comfort zone to keep moving forward. So Let God take you to the uncomfortable places. Let him lift your head and show you how to think big while living in the small. Give God something to work off of. Do things that become a canvas for God to masterfully craft blessing through. Number 4, you can expect to exercise great authority. God made it clear that he would enlarge Abraham's influence and power. I will make your name great. And just like Abraham, we too can expect to exercise greater authority. You know, as disciples of Jesus, we've been given authority to fulfill the Great Commission. In Mark, Jesus said to the disciples, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned." Verse 17, "And these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name, they will drive out demons. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes with their hands. And when they drink deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. They will place their hands on the sick people and they will get well." That's some serious authority and power that Jesus has given us. You know, for the first few months of building Iridescent, I gotta admit, I felt like such an imposter. CEO, I mean, I didn't even know how to be CEO. I'd never done it before. And even though I felt like a complete novice, and in a lot of ways I still do, I've had to learn how to overcome imposter syndrome by exercising my God-given authority. You know, we have to protect our hearts from believing that we're victims to our calling when we've been given the opportunity to be overcomers in our calling. You may not know everything. No one does. You may not win at everything. No one does. You may not get every opportunity you're hoping for, and you may not do everything perfectly. Join the club, right? None of us are doing everything well or succeeding at everything. But whatever you do, don't let fear and timidity become the altar on which you sacrifice the authority and power Jesus has given you. On your worst days, you still have the Spirit of God, and he is your source of power, so live powerfully. That's your choice, and it's mine too every single day. Number 5, you can expect to serve others, and you will be a blessing. That's what God said to Abram. As you seek to make some of the dreams in your heart a reality, please know that your greatest strategies will not come from motives to make more money or to gain more influence. Your greatest strategies and ideas will be motivated by compassion, will be birthed out of a deep obsession to meet needs and meet them well. So keep coming back to this simple and powerful motive. How can I help people? How can I meet needs and make an impact? Number 6, you can expect God to be in this with you. And I will bless those who bless you. And whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. And number 7, you can expect that God will be doing the heavy lifting. I mean, notice in the text that we just read that Abraham is assigned one job to go. Now notice how many jobs God assigns himself. All the rest. As you continue to venture into the places and spaces that God is calling you to, I pray you know that it's God who does the heavy lifting, and that he not only sees the work you are doing, but that he's with you in the work. You can trust him. He will sustain you. He will take care of you. He has good things for you. I hope these promises from Genesis chapter 12 encouraged and challenged you today. Thanks for watching. I hope you tune in next time.